Hey boys and girls, Mr. Lester back with you here. I thought today I would show you a new fun instrument that I think we've talked about in your class before. If we haven't, I'm going to show you now. So in this case here, this fun red case, I have this instrument that happens to be called a melodica. Now as you probably notice from looking at it really quickly, it has a keyboard style very similar to a piano keyboard. And in fact, it kind of works the same way. But what's a little bit different about this is you notice if I'm pressing my keys right now, I'm not making any sound, right? Also notice that these ones would usually be white and these ones would be black. But this one's just a little bit different, a little fun. It has some black keys down here and some red keys for what we would call our accidentals. Remember our sharps and flats. Now if you notice, I'm clicking down on it right now. I'm not getting any sound coming out. That's because this is a little bit different. And this is what makes this instrument really fun. So in my case here, I'll show you, right? I just took the keyboard out already. I have this big hose, and you might have seen one of these before, and you might have heard it too. The way I kind of like to describe the sound to somebody that's never heard a melodica before is it kind of sounds like a harmonica. So what I do here is I have my hose attachment, right? And I have this spot on my melodica right here. As you can see, I'm going to plug it in, okay? And on the back here, I have this fun little spot. This is just a little strap. And what I can do if I want to is I can put my hand in it, right? Okay, so now I don't really have to hold it. Now this is the important thing. This is where the sound comes from. So I have this tube here that actually needs to go into my mouth. And what happens when I put my mouth on here and I blow into it, if I'm not pushing down the key, you notice you won't really hear anything? Right? So the way this works, instead of our hammers hitting a string like they do in our piano, this has a series of what we would call reeds. And if you remember from when we talked in our classrooms about woodwinds, our saxophones, our clarinets, our oboes, even though those are double reeds, are still reeds, they have reeds. And what happens is when the wind blows past, it vibrates the reed, and that's what creates our sound. So right now, because I'm not pushing any buttons down, it's not activating any of the reeds. Each of these keys have a separate reed in them. So I'm blowing nothing, right? But as soon as I blow and I push down a key for you, see, I was still blowing there at the end. So that's what happens when I push this down and I have wind going through it, it'll activate the reeds. Now, as you probably noticed, it kind of does sound like a harmonica, right? Now, the thing that's really cool about this, just like a piano, is we can do what's called polyphony, right? Which means we can play more than one note at a time. So I can actually play chords on this keyboard. And if you want to, some people, what they'll actually do is instead of using the strap, they'll just take the strap off and you can put it right in your lap and you can try to play. So this is the melodica. It's a very cool instrument. It's super great because it's really portable. Like I said, I just have it in this nice little case here. And you can pretty much take it with you anywhere. It's even nice and plastic too, so you don't have to worry about it getting too banged up. And this is all made out of plastic too. And then the one thing I guess I'll end this video with, and I haven't really played it very much today, so you won't really see anything, but is, you know, when we use our breath, we have condensation, right, which is the moisture that's in our breath. And at the end of a long day, if you've been using this a long time, there's actually a little button down here, and what you do is you blow some air, and I'll push the little button, and I got a little bit on my hands, but this is actually just a little spit release here, so you don't have all your yucky spit sitting inside here. But this is a really fun instrument. Like I said, it's great, it's very portable, and you can take it camping with you and all sorts of fun stuff. And you can also play piano style things on here and just have a lot of fun. So this was my little video for you guys today. Remember, this is called the melodica. I hope you enjoyed it, and I really miss all your smiling faces, and I hope I can be working with you guys again soon. Bye-bye. Be good, okay?